where Lieutenant Mingus is right now. So no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
Today's video takes us to Boston, Massachusetts, where we find AssElmo and his little buddy as they're kicked out of the courthouse, and they aren't liking it. Too bad. Get a real job. Let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy!
I'm sorry?
You guys can't film in here.
Well, we're doing some press work.
Just in the lobby. Not without a 119. What's a 119? It's a piece of letter that allows you to film with the permission from the judge, but you can't film. You can film outside in front of the building. That's all fine.
Is there an order from the judge that says that you can't film in the lobby? Yeah, but that's inside the courtroom. You mean?
Inside the courthouse.
What about when the news people come? Like, why are they even?
They have the 119s with them.
Okay, so where do we go get one?
You have to get one online at massgov.com.
Okay, well that kind of defeats the whole purpose of this building. They talk about your rights in this building, and our very first amendment says we have freedom of the press.
Listen carefully, AssElmo. You are not the press. You're a jackwagon with a cell phone. End of story.
So that's out of the window, pretty much. Talking with him. So, ma'am, I'm just having a conversation. Yeah, it's fine.
You want to give us a hard time? We can give you a hard time. We can gladly, within the law, go right over there with no problem. We go right to the security.
It's not a problem. It just.
I'm just letting you know what it is.
And I understand. I was just wondering if you have the official paperwork that says.
Unfortunately, I do not have it on me. It is online.
Do you understand where I'm coming from, though?
I understand what you're coming from, but unfortunately, that's just the rules in the building. You can't be filming inside the building without a 119.
What's the name of the person in charge?
If you want, I can most definitely call my supervisor, but you got to take the cameras outside.
Awesome.
Right?
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Okay, we got a supervisor coming.
So I don't like how they.
By the way, good people, that's the real walk of shame, because they went out and they're not going back in. That's why it's a walk of shame. Yeah, by the way, anybody know who this Yahoo is? I see him in all these videos lately. Like I said, I don't know if these are new videos or old videos, but I haven't seen them. Yeah, if anybody knows, shoot me an email, please. Thank you.
They just pushed us out, but we're gonna call the supervisor. We're gonna go in there because that lady. Do you see how unprofessional that lady was?
Super.
So now we have to. We were nice. She wanted to be rude. So now we're going to express our First Amendment. We're going to go in the publicly accessible areas. We're not taking no for an answer. This is our right as Americans. This is what's happening. So, what's up, Stacey? How you doing?
How we doing?
So we're working on a story at our Superior Court here.
Yeah.
And we're going to be going into only the publicly accessible areas. Your officers here seem to have some sort of issue. They're saying.
Well, the first one said we could, and then he said we can't, and then the other one
was acting really rude. I'm not sure if this is how your officers act on a daily basis, but it's totally unprofessional. We were completely cordial, so they want to disrespect us and say that like pretty much the First Amendment doesn't apply here. So now we have the right, we have the law, like backed up by the law, to go into publicly accessible area right in the lobby, not the courtrooms, obviously, just in the lobby here to work on our story, and then we're out.
Oh, most certainly. The lads are gathering content for the story, but they can't tell you what it is because it'll spoil the story, whatever the hell that means. But the lads are journalists in their own mind.
That's all we're here doing.
What story are we working on today?
It's a story about the Superior Court.
But we're not trying to go into any restricted area.
We're not trying to give anyone a hard time either, but we're just trying
I know, I understand.
We're just trying to do our job, that's all.
Yeah, but we got a job to do that comes from above us.
Of course. And we're doing everything. I'm doing everything within the law, and that's why when we enter this establishment, we just go in the publicly accessible area. We know not to enter anything that says restricted. This is not our first rodeo.
No, I understand that, but we have things that people that come in with video cameras can't be going into even a public view without, anything from trial courts,
So maybe, I mean, we don't have a problem if you escort us. So you have the right the same right as us to be in this building.
No, I know it's about recording people that are in here and stuff like that.
Well, we're not here to record anyone specifically.
No, I know that.
But nobody has a right to privacy in public. So.
Here we go again with this privacy in public nonsense. I'm getting tired of talking about it, so that's why I didn't say anything. Let's continue.
I already know that I've done this. I do this for a living.
No, I know that, but there are rules that we gotta go by because they tell us to.
Of course,
don't let anybody in.
And they might say, hey, our policy says it's a security issue. They can't, but unfortunately, that's not the law. So if your guy says no, we'll just have to call the police. The police will come down and they'll inform you guys, hey, they can be right in this area. And we don't want to go through that trouble, but
No, I understand that, but I still gotta go through my...
Of course. You do your thing, man, and we'll
Just
be...
hang tight. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. I
Thank you.
appreciate you. Yes, sir. Went next door.
Yeah.
Went to Gay Donahue's office. Nobody's there. So... Well, I'm gonna work on getting the proper credentials and what I have to do. However, we still have the proper credentials right now today under the First Amendment. So what we would like to do is, with your permission, all together, very briefly, in under a minute, walk us into the publicly accessible lobby and back out. We worked on our story. We're on our way. You never see us again.
Oh, you fellas ought to contact Looney Lana down there in Jacksonville, Florida. She'll make you a press pass for $25 plus shipping. She'll do it herself with her own set of Crayola crayons. Yeah, give her a shout out. Tell her Dr. Dave sent you. She loves me long time. Ha ha!
I do that in a heartbeat, but my boss just called me and said, no filming whatsoever.
What's it? Okay, all right.
That's all. I'm just...
All right, so I get that. But what is it with...
I waited out here for 10 minutes and then I just left.
What is it with cameras though? Like what can anybody do?
I told you the thing with the cameras is we just happen to see someone that's coming out of an elevator, and wherever you put it, whatever, it just might hit someone that's up here on charges for something that's off the,
But I mean, anyone that's here for charges or anything, we can request and find out everything that's going on.
I know that.
So pictures like the
It's
least.
the camera thing. That's why it's Rule 119 of the SJC. And they're the ones that they'd give you something if you told them or show them that they're doing a documentary or whatever. They pull them, they give you the right to go in there, like the news media does it every day. I got my...
Call the BMC. It's a new full house, the white tall one.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
What's your name and position here?
AssElmo's such a little punk, isn't he? He's just determined to have an interaction with somebody from this courthouse. It ain't working today, sonny boy. That captain is all you're gonna get.
And are you guys police or you guys security? Or marshals?
Court officers.
Oh, court officers. You guys sworn oath to the Constitution?
You do.
So,
I understand that.
what's going on? You guys got cameras in the building. We all got cameras. See, I'm not doing nothing illegal. No one would walk in there with a camera doing something illegal, obviously.
Oh, I know.
And so,
I gave you my...
of course, and I would totally respect.
And I understand.
Yeah. Now what we have to do though, now we have to call the police, and now the police have to come down, and then they have to be like, guys, they can come in. And then,
No, they can't. You get judges.
yeah, that's inside the courtroom.
I know that,
Yeah,
but that's where this would go to if we got out of here and stuff like that.
Yeah, very true.
Because we don't want that. We want you to go get the right documentation, then you can go anywhere we want in the building.
Yeah.
I know what you guys are doing. You're doing anything.
It's really eating away at AssElmo that he can't go inside that courthouse that he paid for, and he pays all those employees too. Yeah, right. You don't live in Massachusetts, so you didn't pay for anything. Shut your mouth.
The other guy shouldn't have done. I already spoke to him. Okay.
Okay. It wasn't the guy so much. It was really the girl.
It was really the girl.
You know
Oh,
what I mean?
really?
She started putting the bin over her head and everything. Like that doesn't look good on your team.
Well, that's enough of that nonsense, good people. That was a long video, and they just stood there and they talked and they talked. And this captain was super nice. He should have kicked him to the curb a long time ago. But the bottom line is they didn't go in. And that's a win for us, no doubt about it. AssElmo probably went home and hugged his stuffed teddy bear later that night. Well, not to worry, good people. If you enjoy watching stupid people do stupid things on my channel, please subscribe. Because as this video proves, there's no shortage of stupid people in the world. Check out my website, drdave.media. You'll find a plethora of fools over there. And if you need more entertainment, just type in my name to your favorite social search engine. Dr. Dave, Debunker of Frauditors. Oh, you'll find all my websites then. You'll see that I feature the Palestinian goat herder, also known as Shady Shade Ghanayim, better known as Goat Boy. Yeah, how you like me now, sweetheart? You still love me long time, baby boy? Oh, Georgie boy? Yeah, well, AssElmo, man, you need to find a real job, boy. Cheers to that!
What's his name? What's his name? I want his name. Hey, don't leave because you're detained, bro. What do you think about your service here today, ma'am?
You know what? If you're gonna be such a jerk...
He was being disorderly. He's being disorderly. And we're not breaking the law. We shouldn't have a problem here, right? Racist. Oh, that's a hate crime. You're being disorderly. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police. Lower your voice. You're getting aggressive now. If we're in public property, you have to have a crime in order to trespass us.
Said, take your hands out of your pocket.
I'm asking for a law.
We don't know what the heck
Sir,
you're going to do right
well,
there.
sir, we're not doing anything wrong.
What's the Third Amendment? Let me go talk to him.
Yeah, nobody knows the damn Third Amendment.
This guy's being disorderly, but it's okay because he's a cop.
Get away from me. Get away from me.
But you can citate them.
Yeah.
Are they going to be cited for disorderly conduct? In America, the land of the free, where we choose to do what we want as long as we don't break the law, who the hell do you think you are?
Fucking man, dude.
I'm not doing anything to
You're a
you.
bitch ass punk.
I'm not doing anything to you.
Bitch ass white shoe.
I'm not doing anything on you.
Freedom of speech, he never said fighting words.
Those are fighting words.
How is that fighting words? If you feel like fighting, it's your problem. He's not doing anything wrong. I can guarantee you, sir, I can take a video of myself farting and thousands will see it.
Dude, you're in my space. Get away from me. Call the police, would you please?
Just know that we are the bosses, bro. We are. You're not. You have a gun? Yeah. It's your Second Amendment. Guess what? I have a camera. We're going to speak to the mayor about this. By the way, sir, you're in Auditing America with over 100 million views on the internet. I don't have to discuss my day with you. Who are you? Can you briefly, in one sentence, tell us what the Third Amendment is? You don't point your finger at people. We weren't harassing anyone. Oh, you assaulted me. I did. You assaulted me. She assaulted me.
Come on, we're on camera. We're on camera. Smack me, okay?
We're talking about violence.
Come on, man.
We're talking about violence.
Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
Hey.
Get out of my face.
I'm not backing up. No, you asked me.
You're
I'm
causing a
not.
disturbance.
If you touch her, you're going to go to jail.
I'm not touching her.
Get back up.
I don't want to touch either
Back
one
up.
of you.
Oh, the shit show at the post office. You should be crying about that line that you're making. My God.
Why are you crying about cameras?
I have an anxiety problem.
What's your name?
I don't answer questions. And that is why, my friends, Mr. America does what he does. And then you become a tyrant.
And we can nicely refuse.
I'm a tyrant. Who are you?
Who are you?
You're sitting here
Who are
recording
you?
people without their permission.
I'm a camera guy, and I'm in a public place. What's your problem, bro? I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss.
If I take their mask off, then you'll be recording yourself.
What you gonna? I bet you don't have the balls to do that. We have authorization.
I don't want to be on your camera.
Well, maybe being in a public
How
place is
about
not the
common
best.
courtesy?
Now it's your turn to walk away.
I can walk away whenever I'm. I really.
Walk away now.
Am I being detained?
No, that's why I just told you to
Okay,
walk
I'm
away.
free to
That's
leave.
the opposite of detainment.
Oh, okay, I'm free to leave.
So go ahead. Yes, please.
Okay, I'm free to stay too. Listen, bro. Slow your roll.
You have an appointment.
I'm not talking to you. What the Third Amendment is, and I'll be on my way. You don't have to tell me verbatim. You can just tell me briefly what's the Third Amendment about. Why'd you do that?
We asked you multiple times.
Okay, but why did you do that? I don't need to speak with you, sir.
Who do you need to speak with?
Get away from me.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
You're too close, bro. Never break the law. I know my boundaries. I know where I'm at. I'm not interfering with anybody. I don't need you guys to explain to me how to behave myself. Take this one more personal because I've been in there and I know exactly what you guys do. I know exactly how you guys treat the inmates. Don't touch me. Don't you ever touch me again. All right? Keep your hands to yourself. Why are you touching me, bro?
You are a Nazi, sir.
And we can get you fired. You know that?
Traveling, we can ask you to leave.
You don't. You can ask, but I can nicely refuse if I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. Hey, man, but you have a gun and I want you to stay away from me. Before you enter those doors, all of you stick your tongue in your asses. You touch me. You touch me. Why you put your hands on me? Why you put your hands on me though? You hit me. You can't go anywhere. Look at this guy is following me. Leave me alone. She hit me. She hit me. It's on video. She hit me, and now she's detained by the police. I have freedom of speech. You don't tell me what to do. Who do you think you are? Let's stay right here. No, you can't. You're escaping. Yeah, you're helping a criminal. That's a crime too. You were all up in my face. Why don't you get in my face again, stupid? I'm sick of you.
I don't think there's a crime that's been committed.
You haven't made an investigation.
Okay, well, did he assault you?
What are you going to arrest me for? Trespassing? What's the crime? You need a crime. You need a crime to trespass somebody in a public place. What's the crime?
Sir, I tried to explain.
What's the crime?
Clearly, you just want to argue.
Well, no, of course I want to argue. I've been violated right now.
First one.
You're required to know
What's the
this.
first one?
I'm asking you.
What's the first one?
I'm asking you, sir.
What's the first one?
What you tell me?
I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking you, sir.
Okay.
You don't give us orders. What don't you understand about that?